a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped. Up behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch quick. Watch quick.
Here's Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On play action, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They go play action here on first down. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Twelve. Orange 5-4. Hey, Zoo.
58, boys, 58, it's Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
180. Hey, 79.
58.
Throwing Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 4th and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
Come on now, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check.
Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Check 49.
Kill.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Switch up.
To throw is Brissett. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check. Wait, 89.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Switch gears.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
12.
Now Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 37. I'm going to run you over.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Benjamin. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. First down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
50 seconds, come on. Watch the curl. Check nickel. Under 10. 10. Short.
Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 49. Man, I got you. Go. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Brissett now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 99. Check 99. Pick the edge. Come.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brissett on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mack off the draw play. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Check. Hey, go orange. Orange. Check 26, check 26. Wait, 89!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett dumps this one off to Mack. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Colts.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
49. 49 to Mike. 49. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Brissett. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Easy.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 37. You can't block me.
White.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
White.
Check out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
No.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check. Fresno.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Brissett again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brissett again. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. They go right back to Mack. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down by He's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
'em. Switch.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So plenty of smiles.